Hi friends, Andy Vegan. Breakfast time on a hot summer day. To me, that screams for ice cream. I make an ice cream, vanilla ice cream on top of a peach. I have two peaches here, beautiful peaches, and I combine them with cashew yogurt. That's it. I mean, that is a wonderful breakfast as is, on a hot day. Just some yogurt and some fruit, fresh fruit. Fantastic. Couldn't be nicer. So very easy. The peaches, I pick them, cut them into pieces, and the yogurt, any plain yogurt works. Today, I have a little bit more. I have oatmeal on the bottom, and for that I have a yogurt that is a little bit runnier than usual. So how to make cashew yogurt, if you want to do that yourself. There's a video showing how to do that. Under this video there's a link. And it is cashews blended with water and some bacteria culture called acidophilus. That is a white powder. You just need not even the tip of a little finger. Tiny little amount. And overnight they make the yogurt and then it goes into the fridge. And you take a little bit more water. You can also add the water later. Then you have a runnier yogurt. Otherwise, when you take less water, kind of Greek yogurt, thick, creamy, and fat. But the nuts have the fat and also protein, and that is very nice with the breakfast because the fruit, as is, they are a little bit more quick digested, and you have to eat a lot of fruit. Only fruit breakfast. Adding some nuts makes it more durable, and you will not have to eat that soon again. So the same applies here for the oatmeal and the walnuts. That makes the whole thing a little bit more founded. I have here some oat flakes, simple, and some walnuts. They happen to be soaked, but you don't need to, only when your walnuts are too bitter. You can taste a little bit. And when they're a little bit too bitter for your taste buds, then just soak them overnight and drain and rinse them, and you have perfect walnuts again. I mean, there are different qualities when you purchase them. Usually I get the cheap ones. I eat walnuts every single day because they are the healthiest nuts and they have a very important fat too we need every day. So walnuts help me to get that kind of fat, omega-3 fatty acid. Flaxseed, chia seed, hemp seeds are alternatives, just 1.5 tablespoons each. Either one of them, and algae. But when you have more expensive walnuts, of course, they might be just fine, right? But you can be lucky and find walnuts in the shops that are just fine. Delicious, not too bitter, wonderful. That's perfect, right? But soaking is easy, and most walnuts can be made into delicious, crunchy feast with a little bit of soaking overnight. Very simple. So the cashew yogurt with the peaches goes on top of my granola, and the granola is very dry. That's only the dry part of the food, as you can see. I've shown you here. That's all dry. Even the walnuts are, well, more or less dry. And that's nice if you have yogurt that is a little bit runnier even, and the dry parts of the breakfast, you can spoon it. You can also eat the dry parts only. Also nice if you have not too much. I like that. It's a nice contrast and tastes also nice. But also when you put more of the dried ingredients, like last time I took the goji berries and the walnuts to the oat flakes, that was nice by itself. The more you put different ingredients, dry ingredients, into the oatmeal, the more delicious it gets. And I have just a small amount here of that. I wouldn't eat too much of the dry stuff, but it's just not fun. But when you have a small amount, it can be very fun. And especially in summer, I don't eat that much. I expand a little bit, just a little bit dry, and then the beautiful yogurt on top, and now the ice cream. I come back in a second. That's frozen bananas. That's the base of my vanilla ice cream to be. frozen bananas. They should be ripe when I freeze them, and they should be very cold now when I make the ice cream, because I want to make a blitz ice cream that only takes minutes, and I can already scoop the ice cream without having to freeze it again before I do that. When you have a power blender, you might have to freeze it again because it's very hot in the power blender and melts the ice cream pretty soon, and so just freezing it a little bit, you can also use your blender. So first now, does the food processor with the S blade, that is the tool that makes the blitz ice cream perfectly. Whoops. And I give the frozen banana slices right into the processor, and it sticks to the bowl, so I can already see it's very cold. And because when it's colder, I can process it a little bit longer, and then the ice cream gets creamier. Yeah. And I also make it creamier with cashew flour. I make my own cashew flour. Maybe you can purchase that too. But with a food processor, now with a coffee grinder, electric coffee grinder, or a mortar, you can make your own cashew flour. It's easy. It makes it really considerably more creamy, especially banana ice creams with cashew flour, almost like an ice machine. It's very good. So that is the creaminess, and then I add the flavor now. That is the date mousse, makes it sweet. I put all these ingredients, by the way, also the cashew flour, in the freezer for half an hour or so, just to get the ingredients a little bit more colder. When they are colder, I can process a little bit longer, make it creamier. That's it. And so everything goes into the freezer half an hour or so before, but the bananas, of course, overnight, because they need a long time to get really cold. And then here, vanilla powder. You can take any kind of vanilla. This is a large teaspoon of vanilla powder that goes in. And now all I need to do is the blender dance to get the blitz ice cream. Look at this blitz ice cream. Vanilla ice cream. Just bananas, dates, cashew flour, vanilla. Perfect. And I have time to blend it, to process a little bit longer. And I see it is a little bit soft, but it might be perfect to make the scoops. Yeah, it has a wonderful texture. It's right the way I want it. So ice cream can be very cold, as you know, and then the flavor also is a little bit lower. Of course, when it's colder, you don't taste that much. Very simple. And vanilla ice cream is just the opposite about. It's opens the flavor, space for flavors. That's what vanilla does, in my view. It's a wonderful spice. It's precious, and it makes so much flavor appear in the mind. It's wonderful. That's why I like it so much. And when the ice cream is too cold, that is a little bit counterproductive. And so the ice cream is a little bit warmer, but that's a small thing only. But I'm just mentioning it. It's definitely a wonderful vanilla ice cream. I will enjoy it right away. Can't wait too long now. And yes, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you like the video, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. To enjoy the endless vegan variety, you can also further the vegan cause through MD Vegan and make a donation. The link is, or the button is under the video. There's a thanks button. You can find that. And you find me also on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.